So I've started the second phase of getting rid of these cabinets. This is what was like beneath it. All kinds of rotted debris and stuff. So it's a really good thing that we made that outdoor kitchen. This is just disgusting. So I'm gonna start cleaning this shit out. Probably save the basin, the sink there. That's in good shape. And make another cabinet for it. So we're going to be tearing a lot of this apart. So all this wood you see, that is not like rotted wood. That is actually tree roots that have come in through the access to the drain pipe of plants that are growing out in the fire swamp. Another reason I wanted to get all that vegetation off the back of the house. So keep pulling stuff out. Okay, so this is a tree root. Look how long that thing is. It had grown along the whole back of this cabinet. So I finally got that out. And it's starting to clean up a little bit there. It's not dirty. It's just a bunch of friggin' tree roots. And they're creepy. So we continue. Okay. Got all the old framing out from the really poor quality cabinet. Now I need to find out what to do with that root. My guess is it's going to be no match for the zip cutter. So we're going to try to hack through that, push the remaining roots outside and try to plug that hole. That way they're not getting in here. It's putting up a fight. I got about a third of the way through and it ate up my zip disc. Time to put the bigger one in. Okay, got the root cut off and I'm trying to push the rest of it out, and it's actually the trunk of a tree that's right up against the house, so that's going to take a saw from the outside. Technically I could do it, but I don't have a means of getting to the fire swamp. My ladder is too short, so I have to get a larger ladder. Then I can get down there and do this stuff, or hire somebody to come in from the other side and do it, which is more reasonable because I could probably get them to do it for like $15. So we almost got this cleaned up. Shark came home. I thought she was gonna freak out, but she was stoked because I finally got it all cleared out. Just need to clean it up. Well, this came out from the wall a lot easier than I expected, and I didn't damage it. Well, I busted the floor out of it because it was all rotted. It wasn't fastened in. A little bit of caulking beneath. It was pretty nasty. Had one of my buddies living in there. But just a lot of rot over the years. This was part of our kitchen. So gonna get this cleaned up, probably remove all these tiles, build a new kind of countertop, and just have this little coffee area, coffee and beer area maybe. Water treatment that was never used, probably installed it, never changed the filter, using it on the bypass. So I'll cap that off. The area where the drain pipe went out, the tree that is out there with the roots had wrapped themselves around the PVC, entered the PVC, and actually blocked it off so that when water was supposed to be draining through the PVC pipe out of the kitchen sink, it was actually being sucked up by the roots. And that's why we, or you know, what didn't get out through the pipe or whatever actually went down and was pooling in the floor. That's why that big, huge root had grown there, because it was living off the water from the sink. So finally, we're going to do the final cleanup here. This, I'll get moved out to the shop for some storage, and we'll give you another progress update later. So the former kitchen cabinet is now in the garage. Clean it up a bit. I'll probably replace the glides, because the drawers seem to be intact, except the glides are all rusty. Can keep some stuff in there. Since the truck will be parked here, keep truck type stuff, you know, tie downs, washing stuff, you know, car wash things like that, oil. So meanwhile, shop is trashed from tearing all these things apart. Here's all the debris we got out from underneath it. I wanted to bring the old pressure washer in here and hit it, and then just kind of squeegee the water out into the shop, and then I have a drain in the shop. The shark doesn't want the floor to get wet. It's like, shit, it's been getting wet every time you wash the dishes for how many years. But just need to take down these things that were holding up, I don't know what. There's electric here that concerns me. It comes from up there, and you can see that at some point it came from here down into the box. And when they installed this kitchen, they hung these tiles and they put in that cabinetry, and they ran this wire down around the cabinets underneath and in there. And the thing is, we're going to be pulling these tiles down and just probably painting up the wall. But I'm assuming that this outlet is tapped off of these. And if that's the case, we may just keep this one, won't be a need for that one, block that off and cover it up, and maybe run the wiring down and just have it over in the corner and have like nothing on this wall. So tight on cash, that's why I'm doing all this removal stuff right now, because that doesn't cost me anything, and in 3 or 4 days I have to drop off 224,000 baht for my truck. So every penny I've had has been saving up for my down payment and stuff. And then after that, things will be normal again, and I can start buying more tools and fixing more stuff.